What are your musical influences, and how do they affect your writing and performing?
Well, I think that we all grew up on like the classics, right? And like you guys love jazz, but we try to keep it as original as possible.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, jazz and classical definitely had a lot of influence.
But
Stevie
Nicks.
Nicks.
Joking.
Tell me about your instruments. What do you play and which models do you use? What influenced you to start playing those instruments?
I keep it kind of classic with like the acoustic. I play a Gibson J45 all black, and I kind of just picked that up like through like listening to Johnny Cash. Pretty straight and forward. And a lot of studio musicians use that instrument currently. And for live performance at the electric, I play a vintage Guild Starfire 4, like 1981 with original pickups, because it gives me like really awesome like vintage tones. And I was actually noticing that a lot of performers now, with all the tones you can get through different machines and synthesizers and stuff, what's really coveted is kind of like the more vintage pickups, because they take you back to a certain time.
And definitely think for us, like it was more, we grew up in a household that music was like really,
You're classically trained.
like, we always grew up with a piano, you know, like
Cello, yeah,
it's kind of
violin.
enforced.
Do you have immediate and then more long-term goals for the group? What is coming up next for you?
I mean, I think that we try to be like in the present the most, because like I think what's most important is like getting our music out there, you know, and really focusing on the music rather than thinking too far ahead to overwhelm ourselves.
Yeah,
you know?
because like the last year has been so crazy. Like we played Electric Forest last summer, and now we're going on tour with Yuna, who's amazing, and we're ending up playing. We ended up booking Hotel Cafe and then Summerfest in July, and then back in Chicago.
Can you share some advice for other young performers who may want to follow you in your footsteps?
Basically, just write about what you love and what you're experiencing, and do it for the music. That sounds cliche, but really just do it for the music.
And I think finding the path that works best for you, because I know comparison has been really hard. It's really hard when you're like figuring things out.
And it's easy. It's like
What works for what works for someone else might not work for you.
Yeah.
So like figuring out what's right specifically for your genre and for what you're trying to say and communicate. That feels right.
Who is your favorite Disney cartoon character?
Tinkerbell, hands down.